Hello, I'm Anna Leparacci. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Spi-Sci, the channel where science meets spirituality. In this video, I wanted to tell you about my experience with coping with health issues. Because I believe the way coping with them can help others go through more gracefully any kind of health issues you might have. So, um, in my case, I'm just gonna bring an example to start with. You bang your foot against the table, and that hurts. There's pain. You can't do anything about the pain. The pain is going to be there. But what you can do is not stay constantly emotionally with that pain. So, on one side, there's the pain, on one side, there's the suffering that involves an emotional component to it. So, is it possible to not suffer while having health issues? My response is yes, because I'm an example about that, and I've been going through some health issues myself. So, how am I coping with it? How is it possible that despite despite the pain, I'm not emotionally down? How is it possible that I am not depressed? How is it possible that I'm not suffering for this? I have to thank my spiritual practices. I have to thank my work on my belief systems. And all these reading, all the practices have come to a fruition where I found myself where in many cases, all the way practices practiced in the past, I never had an intense experience where I put myself all of a sudden face to face with a painful issue unexpectedly. So in this case, it came quite unexpectedly, and I had to decide how I was going to react to it. So again, I know it can sound cliche that it's more important how do you react to a situation than the situation in itself, but it's true. I had a choice. I had a choice to either suffer and thus be emotionally constantly down about it, constantly crying about it, or just have the knowledge. I thankfully had the spiritual knowledge, which is a moment I'm gonna I have some notifications coming on that are creating some noises. Let me see if I can switch these noises off before I proceed. Okay, I think. Okay, let's see if these are going to be turned off now. So let me come back to how I've been facing these issues. For me, it came down to two things. One is are these beliefs gonna serve me? Such as, oh, poor me, I have this issue. What is going to be of me? What is going to be of my future? How will I face the life with my health issues? So I could have this belief with me of, oh, poor me, I'm doomed. Okay. And that was one thing. Is this going to serve me, this way of thinking? No, it's not. It's not going to serve you. I can tell you, not only if it puts you emotionally down, it will actually cloud your mind. I can tell you that even though solutions or anything that might help you come in front of you, you won't be able to see it, maybe because your mind is so clouded by these emotions. And that's one thing. The other thing is that this other understanding, again, that comes from my spiritual practices, and I can really, really say without a doubt that it was thanks to these my spiritual understanding practices and so on. The other thing is this is let's say that this problem is not solvable. Will it help you to have low emotional feelings? No. If um or should you be worried about it if the problem is not solvable? There's no reason at this point to be worried. If the problem is solvable, on the other hand, then is there any reason to be worried again? So, in either case, there's no reason to be worried. In either case, low emotions won't help you. So, because of of this um of this approach, we could say, I'm able to find, I feel like I'm able to cope with this issue and see new solutions. I have continuously ideas of how I can improve the situation. I'm continuously optimistic. I don't have any negativity about it. Actually, I'm learning more about myself. And it's thanks to this situation that I'm knowing more about myself. Knowledge, true knowledge is like a spiral. You think you know something, but and then you come to revisit that same belief from a different perspective, or that same reality, that same concept, that same um, belief system. I don't know how to explain it better. You revisit something that you thought you knew from a different perspective or from a wider perspective. And this, what health has been teaching me in this sense. I've been learning so much about health, about staying better, that if it wasn't for this issue that I had, maybe I would really have not bothered to dive more into it. So transforming also a negative or something that is not very pleasant in your life into a more positive aspect is an alchemic process. And I believe we are here to be inner alchemists. So this is my experience that I wanted to share with you, and hope this can be useful for you. Thank you. Bye.